All right, so a lot of people have been saying this, and I'll be lying if I said I don't kind of agree.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so everyone knows Spurs fans have been bitter about Kawhi Leonard for a very long time, and we still are, but I don't think that hatred is still there. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of things about Kawhi Leonard that I just didn't like, even after post San Antonio, like the type of treatment that he's gotten from teams. It is annoying. It is just a little whack, and a lot of times, people don't put him in the diva category, but Kawhi Leonard, his teams, he's been a little bit of a diva. But with that being said, his situation is really sad. Now, the San Antonio Spurs called it really early on. That this was going to be something that got worse and worse over the years. I was adamant that I thought him staying with San Antonio, they would be able to help him, not only with our game management, but I think the San Antonio Spurs front office, coach, and doctors are all always on the exact same page. And guys like Tim Duncan, who we know had a bad knee, right? Guys like Manu Ginobili, who would literally attempt to injure himself every single game, had very long-lasting careers. So I figured that Kawhi Leonard would have the same thing with San Antonio, no matter what he's going through. But obviously, he chose what he chose. His family chose what they chose, and that's the situation that he finds himself in. But if I take all of my biases away, I do genuinely think that maybe, just maybe, he should consider retirement. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, when he actually plays, he puts up numbers. Like, it's really impressive. Like, he's one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league when he's healthy. But that's the thing, when he's healthy. And I don't know if we're going to see another healthy Kawhi, especially a Kawhi that lasts through the playoffs. And the playoffs, we all know that's when things get real nasty. And I don't know if you guys heard, but also the Clippers front office said that they want to start taking the regular season a little bit more seriously, which makes sense. I think a lot of times when like these front offices think that, no, we can rest this player, we can do whatever we want. Like, when they do that, it's like you're kind of forgetting, like, the team that used to do that was a team that was very established and won a lot of championships. That one, okay? I even excuse the Miami Heat when they started doing it. Like, yeah, come on now. You got to have some type of winning culture first before you just start saying, no, we're going to sit and we're going to save everything for the playoffs. That's when things go down. It's like, no, nothing has gone down for you guys at all. Like, you have to establish it first before you just start, doing whatever. But that's my take. Whatever. I don't know. That might be a little hot take, but yeah, Kawhi, look, with his issues, I just think it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I would hate for him, I don't know him personally, obviously, but I would hate for him, like, later on in the future to end up suffering from something that could have been prevented, or, having a hard time getting around or anything. I hate that for anybody. I know we always say, oh, but they're celebrities. Oh, but they make so much money. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's less charitability on my part when you're, like, literally a multimillionaire. But I will say you're still human. So, some millionaires are still human. Some people aren't still human after they make a lot of money. But let's see here. So this is like just an example of how many games he's actually missed. So he's only played 628 games in his career over the span of about 11 seasons. And as we can see here, he's never had a full season. The last time he had a pretty full season was 74 games with San Antonio in 2016, 2017, and I'm not even quite sure if he missed those due to injury or Pop just helping him out. But after that, 9 games, and we knew what was going on that season. That was terrible. But let's see. So 60, 57, 52, 52. He's been under 60 games per season ever since 2018-19 with the Toronto Raptors. Another thing too as well, and I always say this, I'm like, why don't not San Antonio Spurs, why don't the NBA just like reduce the games down 20 games? I do not understand why there's so many games. It's not fun. Like, there's so many games you can miss and it doesn't mean anything. They're not fun to watch. Like, just Just cut it in 20. I know a lot of people are like, no, they make this much money to entertain us. It's like you get a better product. Like I want quality over quantity. Like back when I was like in high school and middle school, like when I was like really just loving every single game of like San Antonio Spurs basketball, that I was like, no, I'm glad that we play this many games. But now I'm the older, it's like, no, those seasons in which we had like the lockout season, for instance, that was some of the best basketball we've seen. Like, limit these games, man. It's too many games. But that's my rant. But anyways, Kawhi, he probably should retire. I want to know what you guys feel, or how do you think about it? I don't know. I think he should retire though. If you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, or become a Patreon YouTube member, only $2 per month. Thanks guys for the love. I'll give it to you later. Till next time. Bye.